Today we're going to be pulling the cab off of this truck. We got a few things we got to check for measurements. We want to fix where we got the room right there, and I might give a little clearance there. We're going to come up with the transmission, so we'll see how our clearance is over there. So we're going to get this finished welded in, and we should be kicking ass on that. So getting a few things moved around, getting the shop cleaned up so we can get this thing lifted up, and then we'll put it on a few frames. First we got to check to make sure everything's going to work. So shouldn't be too bad. It's a nice truck. LS swap, of course. You know, you got to LS swap him. It's just the easy way, except for he wants to carburate. I am trying to talk him out of it, but he has a few good points, and trying to keep it super simple and easy, and he has all the stuff to actually carburate it, so, and then he doesn't actually have to wire anything and add any money to it, so that's a positive thing. So we're gonna get moving on this. So if you notice, we've got it over here and we've got it in the shop already. We got it up on the sawhorses. I've been sourcing different little chunks of metal to fix the things. It's been a while since we worked on it, so I've been sourcing a few pieces here and there, but there's the chassis without it. So there's his LS motor, and that's a 700R4 I built when I was at Wyotech. There's a ton of hot rod parts, and that thing should handle about 1,000 horsepower. So that thing should really get this thing freaking rocking. It'll keep him nice and reliable. But let's roll back inside, and I'll show you what I'm currently doing. I got a few pieces of metal that I'm salvaging to fix other corners. So we had to replace these panels right here, because these are the ones that go out here. Ooh, look, nice, shiny. So we are going to use some of the curves in here. You'll see those curved little pieces. We're going to use those in there. Oh, see how I got the little drawn in? And I got to do a little nip over here. So that's how we're going to reuse old stuff. You don't have to buy it, and then you can fab it right in. And then you can see we have a little open spot right here. That's going to be a nice little piece of flat plate that we'll pull out of the door. And there's one last piece of sheet metal we got to replace, and it is that guy. So I got it drawn out where I'm going to cut it, and I still got to figure out what I'm doing there. But I got my metal inside, and we're going to cut us out some pieces. If you can tell, we kind of salvaged a few things already, just a couple little pieces here and there. But that's what we got going on. That was a hell of a fist fight. We finally have it in an actual good position, and it should actually work. I should be able to weld that in now. I got it all clamped and hammered, and I had to beat the shit out of that to make it fit right. Oh, we got a little gap over here I'll fill in. But yeah, she's fitting pretty decent, so I'm gonna take a break. Sorry I haven't recorded more, but I've just been trying to fight it, and I had to walk those screws around the edge, beat the hell out of that to make it fit. This cab corner did not quite fit, because you got to remember that this is a 46, and that they built this without a jig. So 47s have jigs, 46s don't, so there's a few missing things. You can go back to prior videos if you want me to show you. If you really want to know, I can explain it to you again. But we got her fitting pretty good. Show you guys a cool little trick. We're getting ready to replace this piece of sheet metal up here on the dash, so we got the new piece actually attached up here, and we're going to cut it with the back piece at the same time, and that way your weld gaps will actually be right. So you can just go in and just boop, put that piece right back in. Well, as you can tell, we got that nice and fit up in there, and we're going to be able to start welding that in tomorrow, and we got everything fitting just so. It's just really easy when you put the other piece up there and you go to actually cut it, so you can just actually just gap right in. Those gaps look big, but if you notice, that's a little piece of sheet metal. I got you zoomed in pretty far because I want you to see it. But yeah, we'll start welding that up tomorrow. So we're going to finish off the last few pieces, and we'll cut that piece, and tomorrow we'll just be throwing sparks all over this bad boy. So I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.